right now. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. We're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving live free picks for today's card. And on today's show, we'll have picks from the 3 NFL games today. College football has a single game, Memphis and Navy. We'll also have picks from college basketball. Just talking before the show, I've never seen this many games on the schedule on a Thanksgiving day in college basketball. It's insane how many we have here today. But we have all these games. Before it used to be just they used to have the Spirit of 76 from Anaheim. Then they used to have the Florida tournament. That was all you had. Maybe a handful of games, but now they just load them. They just load them here on Thanksgiving with college hoops. But anyway, guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. And let's meet the cappers. Get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Let's go to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Oh, do Tony. It's for me. Yesterday was a 2-4 day. Shout out the Canucks, got us a nice win in that hockey game to finish off the day. But I was with the Gonzaga Gabi. Woo! Figured they would hang around there with Michigan, but kind of looks like they folded up. But just like motivation-wise, it looked like they ran out of gas in the gas tank, as they say, and Michigan was still ready to go. So shout out Michigan. I can't complain because I like Michigan as well. So but I'm a little more Gonzaga fan. I figured they were going to show up there in that one, so I can't complain that Michigan got the job done there. So dropped a couple more. What else? I had to take the team total too. I figured we'd see a little more offense, but no, didn't get over that one. So dropped it. I believe I dropped on NBA one too. I think I had the Heat, and they just fell short. 106, 103. But kept the Bucks in it, as they say. Just kept them in the back door just for fun. I think. Go NBA.
Yeah, the NBA was a little rough one, huh?
Yeah, a little rough one. There were some unders, I believe, yesterday too. I think got some people figure you would see some cup games that were higher scoring, and they just kind of cruised through some unders. But today's a new day. Happy Thanksgiving to all my friends down south. Hope you have some good turkey, and if you don't eat turkey, enjoy some ham. Because some people switch it up and don't like turkey; they like ham. So for me, It's turkey on Thanksgiving. I don't know. It's just what it is up here, and some people do the ham thing at Christmas, and I pull in the prime rib at Christmas. Prime rib, Yorkshire pudding. So that's what I do. But happy Thanksgiving. I'm gonna have turkey again. So double feast of turkey day for me. Being up in Canada, we already had Thanksgiving, but hey, we gotta have some turkey again today. I don't go crazy. I buy one of those little smaller turkeys. They're all ready to go. It's got the white meat and the dark meat and the stuffing in the middle, and then you just cook it. It's just enough for me and the wife. And then you have some leftover sandwiches as well. That way, we don't need another whole turkey. No, that's just too much turkey.
That's right. Chris, what's going on here?
Not much. Coming off 1-2 day there in the NBA Cup. It was kind of brutal. We did have the Rockets there, but then Portland kind of let us down. They had the opportunity, I think, to clinch that, and then Detroit as well had them, and they just couldn't keep it there with the Celtics. We did get one goal scorer. It was kind of a crazy day there in hockey for goal scorers for me. Everybody that looked good didn't go, and a lot of people I wasn't even looking at went. So I guess that's hockey, but. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving. Thankful to be here. Ready to get to it.
Ready to get to it.
Yeah, NHL, sometimes those third liners, fourth liners pop up and have a good game and chip in on the scoring, as they say. So sometimes in hockey, you see some of those numbers when you see a guy that's like, ooh, look at that price on that guy. Sometimes it's worth a sprinkle, but it's tough because they don't score as many goals as the named guys that you hear in hockey. But those guys do chip in every once in a while. Usually they're good for 20. Some third liners, fourth liners chip in and sometimes get some goals. And as you said, we seen a few of those yesterday.
Very good, very good. That's right. We certainly did see a few of them, but we'll get right to it here, guys. NFL to get it started here. 3 games on the board. We got Packers and Lions, and of course the Lions are sitting here at 3. We're seeing a 2.5 pop up in some places. Total sits here at 48. Then of course the Chiefs and Cowboys. This one has the Chiefs here 3.5. There are a few 3s out there, so do your line shopping because I see the hooks in most places now. Total 52.5. Bengals and Ravens. Ravens here 7.5. There's a few 7s out there with hook. Circa DraftKings got 7 on the hook, but you're going to be paying about 20 cents, 25 cents juice on that one. Total 51.5. And let's take a look here if there's any weather situations. We got a couple of dome games here, and we've got one game that's outdoors, the Baltimore game, 36 degrees, 9 mile per hour wind. And there we go. there. So that's how it looks. So let's go ahead. Let's start off here with Ron.
Hey, kicking it off, I just want to see if this number is still the same that I bet it out. Or yeah, it still is. Still looking at Green Bay, Detroit. People expect to see some offense in that one. It's a dome stadium. We see that the total went up. But I'm looking at that first half, and it's at 24.5 in that first half. And, well, that needs 3 touchdowns. You need three touchdowns and at least a couple field goals to get you up and over that 24.5. I don't think they get there in this first half. I think Green Bay and Detroit, I think the defenses muck it up a little more in that first half. So I'll grab the under 24.5 there, which I've already bet. Green Bay, Detroit under first half, 24.5 there in that one. And then moving on over to the next one, Kansas City and Dallas. I think you just go with we're going to go with a couple touchdown props. One side, you got to go with Rice for a touchdown for Kansas City, and then give me Ferguson for Dallas for a touchdown. So a couple touchdown props for you. And then on the other side, we got Cincinnati taking on Baltimore. That should be a big game. Big news. Burrow back for Baltimore, or for the Bengals in that matchup. So he practiced all week. It's like he's ready to go. Are they in it? Well, I guess if you win out, they might have a chance. The Bengals, 3-8? Guess you could finish 10-8. If you win out, that's a tough ask asking Burrow to finish. So we know what that offensive line is like. I like the over. I think we see plenty of offense between the Bengals with Burrow back at the helm. I think he throws at least a couple touchdown passes. And Baltimore, we've seen their offense starting to tick up, and I think that continues to tick up. I know that the QB on Baltimore dealing with his turf toe, but I think he'll be fine here in this one. I don't think it'll be too any lingering for Lamar, as they say. I think he'll still do Lamar type stuff and be able to. I think they should run the ball a little more, hand it off. Don't have Lamar have to use take off a run, and definitely not a lot of naked bootlegs with his turf toe the way it is. Hands off, short plays, and then that'll open up to Andrews as tight end, which he loves to chuck to. So get over. I see plenty of offense from both squads in that one.
Here we go with Rob. Next up, we move on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Lions in the first half, -1.5 there. I think they come out strong here, get it done at least in the first half. And then looking at Chiefs and Cowboys, I'm actually going to take under 52.5 there. I think we see a lower scoring matchup in that one there between those two guys. And then the Bengals and the Ravens, I'm going to take the Ravens to cover there just to see how Joe Burrow goes on his first game back here. But I think the Ravens at home get it done there and cover the spread there. And also agree with the over. I think we do get some points in that from both teams here. Could be a lot of running, so running back props could be in effect here. Definitely Mark Andrews. Excuse me. Mark Andrews is definitely going to be in effect. He made the hit list. So anyway, I think he's a big weapon there for Lamar. But I think we do get up and over that 51.5.
There we go here from Chris here. Tell you here what I think about some of these games here. I'll look at the Detroit side here. With Detroit here on the injury report, both teams really dealing with injuries here on both sides. Players on IR as well. The Packers 3-1-1 on the road. Lions 4-1 at home. Green Bay defense on the road, though, giving up 68% completion rate to opposing quarterbacks. Lions at home putting up 34 points a game. And their defense here defends the run and pass well, and they outscore opponents by 15 points per game at home. Lions have covered 4 or 5 at home. So I'll go ahead and take Detroit in this one. Chiefs and Cowboys. Boy, if you can get the hook, I'll take the hook with the Cowboys. I have to respect their game against Philadelphia in that one. KC just 1-3 straight up in their true road games, which is concerning for me here. And they have struggled with the passing game here on the road. Dallas offense at home are running the football effectively, 70% completion rate at home. So they're getting really good offensive performance there. They do struggle defending the pass, but we see a lot of times with KC, they win games and don't cover, right? So it's a little nervous laying that hook here with KC. I'll take Dallas here plus 3.5. We could see a backdoor too as well. We know Andy Reid likes to leave that backdoor open. So I'll take them here in this spot. They're Ravens and do I like the home team today? Just the way it is. I don't know how Joe Burrow coming back from that long layoff, how effective he's going to be. Ravens have won 4 straight since the return of Lamar from injury. Bengals just 1-4 straight up on the road. I know that's a lot of Joe Flacco in there, but I just don't trust this this Bengals defense. This is the one unit here that I just cannot stand. They're 1-4 the spread here on the road. So I can only look here at Baltimore in this one. All right, let's continue here on Tony's Morning Show as we continue on. One on the board here from college football today, and that will be Navy and Memphis. Memphis really blew their chances here to get into the playoff picture. They suffered a lot of losses. Navy at 8-2. They will play Army next week, so they still have another game in play, but they're going to definitely be a bowl team. They're playing well, but Army, as we know, will need to get a win here in the final 2 games to try to get in a bowl. So we'll see how that works out later on. But what we're concerned about today is Navy and Memphis. Let me take a quick look here at the weather in this one today in a game that's being played here in Memphis. We'll take a look here at the weather. We'll let you know that Memphis is favored by 3.5, 4. There's some 4.5s popping up as well. Total 58. And in Memphis today, we got
44 kickoff.
44 light wind.
44 kickoff. Yeah.
Yep, very light wind. There's not
Really?
that's going to help. That's going to help Memphis passing game without the wind there. So we got to start here with Rod.
So I like the over. I think we see plenty of offense here in this one. We know Navy loves to run the ball, and I think they can run the ball against this Memphis squad, pitching some themselves. The only problem is does Navy take their foot off the gas? That's the only thing that worries me. And this Memphis running up, I don't know. It's the big Army Navy game. What, a couple weeks away? I think we are the big Army Navy.
A couple weeks away. Yeah, after 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
I think it's next week's championship week, and then the following week, I believe, is the Army Navy week. So
yeah,
I believe it's a couple weeks away. So that's the part that you might get. Memphis might be able to come in this one. I lean to Memphis to get the job done, but I like the over here in this one. You see plenty of offense, as you said. The weather's not too horrible, not too windy. And that introduces some scoring here for us on this one. But like I said, I kind of lean to the Memphis side, as I think Navy might be already looking forward to the Army Navy game in a couple of weeks down the road. So lean to Memphis to get the job done on that one.
There we go from Rob. We move right on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'll agree with that over there. Both teams 5-2 to the over in conference games there. Looks like Memphis, that's just what they do. So, yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of running from Navy there. 308 yards, rushing yards there on average. Memphis is going to be able to contribute there. We just got to get up and over that 57.5, but I think Memphis should be able to do bulk majority of that. So, yeah, give me over 57.5.
There we go here from Chris. Tell you what I think here about this one. Yeah, I think the weather puts me on the Memphis side only because I really like Brendan Lewis's running and his skill set running the football and throwing the football. I just prefer the passing game here. We look at Navy on the road. They faced the passing team in North Texas, got beat by 14. And that's the one thing that has me concerned here is a performance here against North Texas. Midshipman has failed to cover 6 of 7. Tigers have covered 4 or 5 at home. Memphis pretty much, I believe, out of the picture for an at-large. They really blew it with losses here down the stretch. But anyway, with Brendan Lewis, I'll look at them to get it done. I could look at Memphis here in the spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show. As we've got through NFL, we got through college football. What's left today will be college basketball. As I said, a big card today in college basketball here for a Thanksgiving Day, which, again, I'm not used to seeing, but we're going to roll with it. And what we do this time of the year with college basketball, we just saw our cappers. Just give us what you got in college basketball for today. So we'll start here with Rod.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it out. I'm going to give you some morning action in college basketball. Then you have to tune in the happy hour, and I'll give you some night action. So that way I'm not having to double it up, and you hear the same play later on in the happy hour, and I'll save something for that. But looking at the early ones that kick off, that first one that kicks off today, I'll take Richmond here. It opened, I believe, 1.5, 2. It's up to 3.5, 4 in some places, laying for Richmond. They are that much the better squad. I'll lay the 4 with Richmond. I think they win by 7 or 8 to start the day. Not like it, Furman. They're a 50-50 ball club at best. Congrats to getting to this point in this little battle, but I'll take Richmond, lay the 4 there in that one. Another one I like here is give me VCU. I'm getting the 6.5 as the dog there against Vandy. I know Vandy's the ranked opponent, ranked 24, but I think VCU comes into this one. It's kind of like the Super Bowl. I like VCU. Keep it close. Plus the 6.5 in that matchup. And then another one looking at it early, I'll take the over Oregon and Creighton, 152.5. I think both these squads get up and down. I know Creighton will want to slow the pace, but Oregon's going to try to push that pace and they're the favorite in this one that I see laying 1.5. And I think Oregon dictates the pressure, the play, and pushes that pace. Give me the over 152 there with a lean to Oregon. And another one I like, Colorado taking on San Francisco. Give me the Dons. I'll lay the 1.5 there with the Dons. I think that's a 4 or 5, even a 6-point win for the Dons. And that one should be a good battle there, but the Dons pull away. And as I said, win by 5 or 6. So I'll lay the 1.5 there. And then give me St. Mary's. Lay the 4.5 there with St. Mary's against Virginia Tech. Hey, someone's always got to go, as they say. St. Mary's 7-0 to start the year. Virginia Tech 6-0 to start the year. But I like St. Mary's. They just seem to step up in these back-to-back kind of spots where they've played a lot of basketball in a few days. St. Mary's just seems to be the team that steps up. So I'll take St. Mary's there in that spot. These games are tough, I'm telling you. Don't go betting don't bet your whole house on some of these games, because you are going to get you could get some really tired teams after having played a lot of basketball. I liked Florida. I like the better at 9. It's up to 13.5 in most places. 4.5-point move on the Gators. I think they are that much of the better team. Do I want to rush to the window, lay 13.5? No. Do I lean? Lean at best. I can't bet this game now. That's gone. The best of the numbers gone, as they say in that one. So I can't tell you with good conscience to be like, hey, run out and get that 13.5. I can't even tell you to take the other side. I think it's probably a 14, 15-point win. Where that number is now is probably about right where it's going to be. And I don't need that type of sweat here on Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. So Lily there from Ron. We move on over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at that Oregon-Creighton game, I lean Oregon there. Just not impressed by this Creighton team this year. So I take the you think you're getting a 1.5 here with Oregon. Take that. I'm going to take BYU over Miami there. I like this BYU team. I think I got them at -8.5 right now, so that's where we're going to head that way. And then going to take the over in the East Carolina State Bonaventure game there. I think got 143.5 is what I've got, but I think we see some up and down there. Just don't trust. I mean, slight lean to St. Bonaventure to get that done as far as the cover, but that's just a lean. East Carolina is just not covering anything at all. But I think the better play there is the over.
There with Chris, tell you what I think about some of these games here. I'll agree here with the Dons. Give me the Dons. They're shooting the 3 ball. They're rebounding. They defend the 2s very well. Colorado not defending the ball, not defending very well, and they haven't played anybody. So that's a concern to me. Now you're playing a really good opponent in San Francisco. I agree there with Rod on that one. Also agree with St. Mary's here. St. Mary's, a team that has shot the ball very well. 2-point, 3-point defense has been on par right here. They've got past Wichita State there in the opener of this tournament here. But I agree there with St. Mary's to get it done here against Virginia Tech, a team that here today. All right. Also, I looked at the Creighton and Oregon game. These are the losers brackets, a new era. These teams have played terrible in this tournament, and so they throw them here. They throw them here on a Thanksgiving day to play this. I don't think they're going to be too happy to play this game. I agree. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of defense from these teams in this spot. But boy, this Creighton team, just when you look at their 3-point shooting, they can't make free throws. Their rebounding is terrible. I can only look at Oregon in this spot there. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we move on over to our Parlay Purple segment. We've got all the sports covered for today. We'll have big NBA. We'll have big card from NHL tomorrow. I believe there's 13 college football games tomorrow for Friday, so we're going to be real busy tomorrow. On Friday, right? Big one coming up on Friday's card. No, and we also have a Black Friday NFL game to throw in there. So we have quite a bit tomorrow on the schedule. We're going to close out the NBA Cup as we talked about there. So we'll be busy tomorrow. I'm sure I haven't even looked at the college basketball card tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure they're going to throw us. So actually, I can see right now what we got. Yeah, we got a monster card today for tomorrow. A lot of a lot of these teams that got snubbed from the tournaments, they're playing tomorrow. A lot of them.
They play tomorrow. Yeah. They're like, oh, we snubbed you, but you're getting at it tomorrow. Sorry, Friday. You can be right after Thanksgiving and get right back at it on Friday. There's a lot of action on Friday. Holy,
it's a lot. Yeah, a lot of Friday games and
NBA Cup. college basketball, throw in an NFL, and throw in a whole whack of college football. There's so much tomorrow. It's like a Saturday on a Friday.
These are all these snub teams that got no food for you. You guys got snubbed from the tournament, so you're gonna. And then look, I see a lot of home court games. We do have a Madison Square Garden game. Hey, Illinois and UConn tomorrow. There's a good one. That's your marquee matchup tomorrow.
Yeah, big marquee matchup there, right? No line yet. I keep watching. I've been watching. Like, give me a line. Come on, give me Illinois as a dog. Come on.
Yeah, well, Ken Palm's prediction score is 79-77 Connecticut. So maybe we'll see Illinois open as a 2-point dog based on this quote unquote neutral site game.
2-point dog.
If it comes, that's what it shows at Ken Palm. He usually sets the opener for most of these guys. Yeah,
right.
That's the big one there tomorrow for all these snub teams that didn't get in. No invite. You got no invite to any of the tournaments, so we're going to play on Black Friday. There you go. Yeah, loaded. All right, so now it's time for a parlay purple segment, or our gappers give out a parlay team player prop game of the future. They make the call on this one, so we got to start here with Rod.
So for me, a little parlay for you. We're going to take the Dons, lay the points. We're going to take Oregon, lay the points, and take the over in the NFL night game, Baltimore and Cincinnati. I think we see plenty of offense to get us up and over that total. So throw that one in there. The Dons, Oregon, and the over in Baltimore and Cincinnati.
Here we go with Rod, and we move on over to Chris.
Yeah, we'll do a 2-team over there. We'll go Navy, Memphis over. We'll go Cincinnati, Baltimore over. And then your Black Friday money, generational wealth, whatever you want to call it, parlay. Get you guys some spending money tomorrow. Take Amon-Ra St. Brown, first touchdown scorer. Pair him up with Rashee Rice. You should get, trying to wait my number here. Should be plus 5,500 to pair those two up. So get you some spending money there. Chase that generational wealth if you need to.
There you go. Well, actually, we do have lines for tomorrow's NHL and NBA already. So they got them up already tomorrow. So ready to roll here. Yeah, you guys, I like to give out college football here on this segment. So I'm going to give one. I like the over of Vandy and Tennessee. A lot of points here. Vanderbilt here. Pavia is trying to make his case for the Heisman. Maybe get that invite to New York. This guy has really improved his draft status. I don't know. I don't think of him much of a passer. He doesn't have a lot of size, but there's a lot of suckers out there that'll draft guys based on what they see in college, right? So he could be looking at an NFL contract. Could be an effective Canadian quarterback if he doesn't get into the NFL. I'm pretty sure what usually these guys that lack the size, they usually get an invite, but we'll see what he does. But I like the over there. Look at Commodore's offensive performance this year. We see the Vols. I go back to that game they had against Kentucky that was up and down. We could see that type of performance. We can see that type of game tomorrow that we saw there. What the hell is Kentucky doing putting up almost 40 points on anybody? That was the Vols defense that gave it up. So they gave it up. I think they can give it up to Pavia and this Vanderbilt team. Kind of a spotlight game, 3:30 Eastern time. The people should be entertained. This should, again, very entertaining football. Keep the mom off the screen, though. Just keep the mom off the screen. We don't need mom. We don't need to see mom on the screen. Steve showing his mother on the screen there. All right. We got you there. Yeah, this draft test is weak.
I know, but they'll show mom. I'm telling you, they'll show mom.
There we go. We got you through our Parlay Pro segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony State.
Especially after they win.
Yeah, but almost after everything.
I like Vandy to come into Kentucky and get the win outright. So,
wow.
I like Vandy to win it outright. Come into Kentucky and get themselves a win outright.
That's Tennessee.
Has one of those big games.
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee. They're playing.
Or Tennessee, yes. I think he comes into Tennessee and gets them. Why is it only 3? Isn't Tennessee the better? Shouldn't Tennessee be about 3.5, 4?
Yeah,
maybe?
well, it's funny. Why is it only this? That's what we've been saying about Vanderbilt games, and they seem to be getting it done. That's what it. That's
and they
happening.
get it done.
They get it done, right?
I like the money line on that one. Yep, give me the money line. I don't need the 3.
They had a tough road schedule. When you look at Vandy, they had a real tough road schedule this year. I think they got hit with
and played well. They played well in some road games. I thought they were going to lay an egg.
Alabama.
And it was like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah, they had. I think they had Alabama on the road, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they had a really tough stretch there in the road in SEC. But they got through it. At 8-3, one of those possibilities of making the playoff. But they need a lot of teams to lose for that to happen, right?
Gonzaga had turkey on the brain. That's what happened to him yesterday. Sorry, they just got hungry. They were like, "Oh, wait a minute, Turkey Day! We got Turkey Day coming." They got right excited and just let Michigan have it.
Yeah,
It's one of
Gonzaga.
those ones that they probably play him. We'll let you beat us now. We'll beat you later.
Yeah, the thing is, they just, to me, just the size, right? The physical nature of them are just a little too big.
Michigan looks big. They looked like a dominant team, big wise. Watch out for Michigan. It opened my eyes. They're not going to be no slumps, and they're gonna make a run this year. Watch out for Michigan. They lost some guys and just plugged some new guys in, and they look real good. So watch out.
Yep. Well, the thing about it is, when you make money, you eat better. No more fast food, no more high carb diets. So now you can probably get your own nutrition. I want to get a body ready for the NBA. We're starting to see these guys. They look like they got NBA bodies, these Michigan guys. It reminded me of back in the day, back in the 80s, before, when these guys played until their senior year. A lot of these guys had NBA ready bodies. So the smoothies, they draft a lot of smoothies, a lot of protein shakes. These guys got NBA bodies. And maybe that's what we're going to start seeing with the NIL now, is you're going to get these nutritionists and get me ready for the NBA. Well, it really starts with these guys' diets, because these college kids have terrible diets, when you think about it.
Ditch the G League and just go from college to the NBA. No more G League junk.
Yeah, I know.
No need for the G League junk. Let's just wipe that whole section right off the map in the NBA. There's no need for it.
No. There's no need for it, and the NBA with college football, college basketball, like that, because the G League was there to compete against college basketball. It doesn't look like it's going to work.
That's going to work. College basketball is going to run over the G League, and eventually that's going to disappear. No need for it anymore. Get rid of it.
Yeah, get rid of the G League. There's no reason. Exactly. That's right. College, I ate a Burger King all day. That's it. That's what it is. You're starting to see these guys
because you're young, right? And Burger King all day. Yeah, it's some of those guys. They don't have that same, but now they do, because they've got some NIL money. You can have a nutritionist. You can have those things, right? So it's back in the day, it was Burger King day, and still some people eat like that. I'm telling you, Burger King all day. They can get away with that. Not this guy. I can't eat Burger King all day.
Well, it's funny to bring that up. Some pros do the same thing. Even the pro, they still eat fast food. Some of them do. And it's mind-boggling. But there you go. All right, guys, we're looking forward to a big weekend here of coverage here. Over at Tony's Picks, you'll find our best premium plays as well. Loaded card here for you guys here on. For this week. Of course, Rod enjoying a great year over at Tony's Picks, 3,842 units of profit in college basketball. Rod, what you got for sale?
And for me over there, Tony's Picks today, I've got 4 plays in total. I've got my NFL Turkey Day triple, so you can grab all 3 plays in all 3 NFL games there in that pack. And then I've got my college basketball Gold Star pick of the day. My favorite play on the college basketball board. You can pick that up singly. Absolutely love that play itself. Hey, we dropped it yesterday, but looking to bounce back on a nice little 5-and run with that Gold Star play. So definitely jump aboard. College basketball has been good. Love that play today. So don't want to miss out on that. But hey, as Tony said, we see Friday is a massive slate of games. Saturday is another massive slate of action. And then Sunday, you get right back into some more NFL. So, hey, that 3-day moneymaker, that's the best way to go. You'll get Thursday, you'll get Friday, you'll get Saturday, and I get some Sunday in there early enough that you'll get that as well. So, grab that 3-day moneymaker. Join me this weekend and enjoy your Thanksgiving and enjoy me putting some work in for you and making some extra cash this weekend. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Let's jump aboard and make some money.
That's right, guys. Got aboard here with Tony's Picks with Rod. You see what he's got rolling here. Gold Star play of the day. Turkey Day triple, but again, great time to get the long-term subscription, 3-day, 7-day pass, the way to roll. So get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. See what Chris has got for sale for today, and into a big weekend of coverage, holiday weekend of coverage as well. Let's see, get the screen up here for you guys. See what Chris has got for sale. Chris, what you got today?
I got you guys 2 plays in NFL today, the early in the Chiefs and the Cowboys game there, and the Packers and the Detroit game there. Got you 2 plays there, and then got you actually a play in college football. Left college basketball alone today just to weird card here, ready for tomorrow though. But got your 3 there, wrapped them all up in a 3-pack for you. So buy one or the other, got best bets on both sides there. But 3-pack's the way to go there. Use the promo code Tony T at checkout, save you the 15% off of it. Hop on something here, you guys like the 3-day, 7-day pass usually with this weekend coming up. I cover football, both college and NFL, both college basketball and college football, as well as the NBA. We're still trying to figure that out. It's been tricky. But I get all that stuff there. So hop on something there. You're going to get all the late steam. You're going to get all that action there. And then pair me up with whoever, who everybody's doing hot. You see them on the show here. You guys know. You check out the leaderboard, see who's doing there. So let us both go to work for you. And hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. And we're just going to keep trying to do well.
That's right. Get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. All the 1-day pass, 3-packs, best bets on the board. Just to let you know, all of our 1-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. Get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. One note on these long-term subscriptions, they also include all props. We got props loaded in the system here for the professional sports. So your NBA, your NFL props are also included on all long-term subscriptions at no extra charge. Also, late steam plays. Our plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but we continue to look for plays throughout the day and night. And we find them, we put them in the system 10 minutes and between 10 minutes and 2 hours for game time. So those are emailed directly to long-term subscribers using the email you use when you sign up for a service. Late steam and props included here on all long-term subscriptions. So get on board here with Chris over at Tony's Picks, and the promo code Tony T saves you that 15% off. All right, guys, I've got a best bet on the board right now and more. So check me out over at Tony's Picks and match me up with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion there with you here every day here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It is the Tony's Picks morning show, guys. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. Lots of great content up there on the channel for you guys, so make sure you check it out. Of course, lots of great content, lots of live shows. We got 4 live shows, looking for more as well, working on some more. So we're loading you up with content over on the Tony's YouTube channel. We are a top 10% uploader over at YouTube. So you're going to find a lot of content from us. Matter of fact, head on over to YouTube, type in Tony's Picks, and you'll be able to find our channel. You land right on our homepage on YouTube, and there you'll be able to find our compilation videos. Got college football coming in, NFL, the college football game for today, and I also have many of the games for Saturday up on the board. Chris's hit list is up for you as well. NFL Week 13 prop picks for Thursday's games up there from Chris. Alessandro's got his props as well up there for you from his show. We clipped them. NFL compilation videos as well. Ramon in there with the Night Moves picks are up there as well, clipped for you. College football in there. I got many of the games already. What do we got here? It's 32. We got 40 games from Saturday already up on the channel. So check us out there on the college football card. NBA will be coming back tomorrow. We got college basketball covered for you today here with Ramon. Looks like he's got we got a couple of them for you on the board today. North Carolina, Michigan. Who joined him today? Yep. We got a haircut from DeAndre. Didn't recognize him. All right. So we got DeAndre up there today on the night moves there, college hoops and more. So NHL also covered, fight picks coming up here. Make sure you check out the look ahead with Alessandro. Have those UFC picks fights for you as well. So lots of great content, shorts and more. So check us out over on the Tony's YouTube channel with lots of great content. Of course, live tab for you. Watch our live shows. We got this one. We have the 2 formats. We have them in vertical and horizontal. So you pick your format. If you're on a phone, it's easier for you guys to watch this vertical view that we have up for you. Night moves with DeAndre and Ramon, a complete rundown on the games. Look ahead as well. Rundown opening lines here with Alessandro. It looks like Ron joined him yesterday. And, of course, happy hour. And, of course, our live shows where you'll be able to find our archived events there, guys. So check us out on the YouTube channel. Lots of content. You can see why we're a top 10% uploader on YouTube. I don't know if there's any sports handicapping site that puts up as many free picks as we do as far as the volume. Some days we have 60. Some days we have 100. There's a ton of content up there on the channel, Rod. Of course, you got that happy hour here coming up here at 5 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, going to be a little bit earlier today because it's Thanksgiving. So we're going to pop in right after that first game. So be on the lookout. After that first NFL game, we'll pop in a little bit. We'll talk about the 2 after that. So it's about a 45-minute window, we figure, in between the first NFL game being over. And then otherwise, the third one kicks off, and happy hours right in the middle of a whole lot.
So right when the game, right when the Lion Packers game is over, to get the computers ready and the phones ready.
Then get your stuff ready because we'll tune in and we'll have some guests. I know Ron's going to join me. I think Brian's going to join me as well. So we'll definitely have a bunch more campers on the happy hour show then. So right after the first NFL game, head on over and we'll fire up the happy hour for you and get the rest of the college basketball slate and the rest of the NFL slate for you.
Very good there. Concept from
so definitely tune in.
Of course, Chris' contribution on the live show as well as your hit list has been a really popular video series over on the channel.
Yeah, it's been popular so far. Like I said, we kind of dropped a little bit there yesterday with goal scores, but I'm enjoying those. So we're still going to put those out. I've got you my apologies. I've got you 6 touchdown scores. I got you 1 from each side in all the games today. I will have you touchdowns for tomorrow's Black Friday game as well as goal scores tomorrow, and then we'll just keep putting that out as long as we have hockey, and then as long as we've got football, I'll get you guys touchdown props on that as well. So we'll keep putting that out there and just keep trying to do well with it. And can't wait for baseball to be back. I'm definitely missing home runs right now with all these goal scorers not doing what I need them to or touchdowns. So we'll be back with that soon. I may have something towards baseball we'll be talking about, maybe a live prop show or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I've been considering that. So we'll talk about that a little bit more behind the scenes there, but appreciate everybody for the comments. I love seeing who you guys are taking. Definitely appreciate you, Kelly, and thinking about you as well. Glad you still have the bracelet. And yeah, remembering Mitch today. So.
Yep, I'll remember Mitch here on Thanksgiving. Absolutely. Of course, Rod, I have to ask you this question because I couldn't believe what I seen on the screen. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a phony Twitter post. The Blue Jays are paying Dylan Cease all that money? What is going on?
What's going on? We signed up Dylan Cease, and then we also sent Bo Bichette to Boston, I believe, right? Did we send Bo Bichette to Boston?
I don't know. I haven't seen that unless that's coming out. But I can't believe you gave Dylan Cease that much money. He's not worth it, bro. He's not worth it.
7 years. 7 years, 210.
Oh my God! What are you guys thinking? He's not that good.
You know what's money? Blue Jays got money. They got lots.
Well, they made what we say.
Blue Jays got lots of money. He's not that good.
How much was that World Series? You took all the income. You took all the money you made from the World Series gate. Remember that how much? Remember we did the math. How much money they made on World Series for those 4 home games at $1,000 ticket? Do the math. Multiply 50,000 by $1,000, and look at how much that adds up to times 4, right? Because there were 4 home dates. You took all of your money you made from the World Series gate and paid it to Dylan Cease, which I can't believe. I cannot. The Dodgers. We hope we see the Blue Jays again in the postseason because we pound Cease. We just absolutely pound Cease. So we're just hoping to see him. But I do understand moving him to another league because I think the National League we're hitting him pretty good. So that does get the American League batters don't see him too much. So that he may get a good year or 2 out of him out of that.
I see that. I hope they gave Trey Savage some money. I mean, that kid deserved it. So, Jesus, they blew it all on Dylan Cease there, but you give it to the guy who got you through a good bit of it. So.
Those of you who follow baseball,
he gets a little more than the league minimum.
Yeah, that's it.
He didn't put in a whole season, right? So you can't give him a whole season contract. So he needs to prove that he can put in a whole season before he can catch the big bag. So he will get a raise. But he ain't going to get like the Dylan Cease type of raise. Sorry. You have to prove a whole season first. Congratulations. You came in. You had a half-decent, successful playoff. But I'm telling you, the Blue Jays are still hurt from Manoah, giving him a big contract. And look what he did. He got fat and happy and took out the buffet table after he won a big award. And where'd he go? We're still on the lookout for Manoah.
Yeah, so, he got cut. He got cut by Atlanta.
When that happened. So that's... Yeah, even Atlanta.
Very immature.
Right? Yeah,
very immature. There is a nice video on Manoah out there.
One of those one-hit wonders.
Someone did a video on Manoah, which is really good about what went wrong with him. That 1 year he came into training camp 50 pounds. He gained 50 pounds one off season about 2 or 3 years ago, Rod, when he gained 50 pounds. That's when it all went downhill for him.
Right, and he did. It is just sometimes you just get fat happy. You eat food. Well, you look at the UFC guy, Paddy Pemberton. He loves his food. You should see that guy fatten up before a fight, and then he cuts weight, and he goes, look at all these other fighters. They're thin toothpicks. Look at me, I'm fat and happy. He goes, if I wasn't doing what I do, he goes, I would definitely be the fat guy eating the food challenges and stuff. So, but Manoa just couldn't do it. He just didn't. I don't know what happened. He had a great season. He just didn't follow it up with another season. He just
and the problem is, and here's the problem, and here's what people don't understand about with pitching. You cannot have weight fluctuation when you're pitching, because when you're on the mound, it feels differently. You have a certain type of rhythm, and when you're off, when your weight fluctuates, it makes it very difficult for you to maintain a good form as a pitcher. You have to maintain. That's why I always say you need that really, like Les Savage, you need that lean muscle mass and not have a lot of weight fluctuation when you're dealing with some type of rhythm performance like a pitcher, right? I mean, where you stand and how you move and where you follow through and everything has to be consistent. But when your weight is inconsistent, then it makes it difficult for you to have any type of consistency as a pitcher, So that's why you want that lean muscle mass. We always notice those pitchers are always lean, not a whole lot of weight difference every day. It's very consistent weight. I think is important there for pitchers. So there you go. So
for
we're still
definitely. Sometimes goalie was. I don't know what happened to Skinner, because he did this. He did the bulk wake up weight lift over the summer, and it didn't. It's not done Skinner a pick of good. He seems slower now that he's bulked up a little bit. He seems slower than he ever did, and it's just not good. That goalie duo is the worst since the inaugural season of the Oilers back in '79 and '80. That tandem. They need. I'm going to tell them, if they don't pick it up by Christmas, bye. Next up,
you can't have goalie percentage in the 80s. If you're in the 80s, if you're goalie,
and then he'll shine somewhere else.
Well, it's a wake up call, right? And sometimes you need.
Yeah, we're in the 80s. He's like 8.850. Oh
yeah. The 80s is a cut. That's when you get cut in the 80s. And you got to be in the at least low 90s. That's where you got to be at in save percentage. That's kind of at the cut line right there. But see what's going on there in hockey. So we got a lot. So early in the season, we got a full month in. So we got we don't settle these things until June. So Thanksgiving to everybody up there in the chat as well. So thanks you guys. Grateful for everyone here on the channel and all our cappers and so forth. Any closing thoughts from anyone before we close it out?
Have a good Thanksgiving, guys. Make it a winning day.
Doesn't make it a good day. Not easy. Shout out our buddy. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Mitch.
Tough day.
Rough one. We're going to think about it, guys. Make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony 6 Morning.